Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. As we get closer to the release of Avatar 2, a lot of new merchandise and secondary material is set to come out, and I want to keep you up to date on what we know. One of the most anticipated secondary materials for me is the upcoming graphic novel 3-part series by Dark Horse Comics called The High Ground. The reason being that it will actually be the direct prequel to The Way of Water. See, back when they were initially creating the drafts of these upcoming sequels, Cameron had the concept of the High Ground story as the beginning of Avatar 2 before it got cut. But it won't be lost because Dark Horse Comics will be adapting that story idea into its own 3-part graphic novel series, and serve as a direct prequel to the events we see play out in The Way of Water. We have a couple of synopsis and cover reveals that Amazon put up, so let's dive into those. It has been almost a decade since the humans were forced to leave Pandora, but now they're returning, with an armada of heavily armed starships. After years of peace, Jake Sully has settled down with Neytiri and raised a family. So for him, the stakes are even higher than when he first went to war against the corporate might of the RDA. During the development process of creating the 4 Avatar sequels, a lot of new ideas and stories were created and discussed. One such epic original story idea that didn't make it into the sequels was James Cameron's original story, The High Ground. Cameron shared what he had written with Dark Horse Comics, and it is now being adapted. Avatar The High Ground Volume 1 ventures into all new territory in the Avatar saga, and is a direct prequel to the highly anticipated film, Avatar 2. So this is great. Before we even get Avatar 2, we will get new material that will give us some background and information as to when the humans came back, and with them returning with an armada of starships, this is not going to be an easy battle in these sequels by far. This first cover doesn't give away much, but it does highlight Jake and Neytiri as the central figures that now have to protect the Ometikaya people, as we see them in the background, as well as the Sully children, in which this comic series will serve as our first introduction to them, not only timeline-wise, but also because this first part releases on October 25th. Now let's do the same with the synopsis and cover to part 2, and this is the really incredible cover. Humans have returned to Pandora, with an armada of starships, but Jake Sully and the Na'vi are ready for them. Knowing this day would come, Jake has trained his Na'vi warriors with a plan that should make it too costly for the humans to try again, if the plan works. But any chain of events is only as strong as the weakest link, and in this case, the weak link is human nature. As the plan unravels, Jake and Neytiri must race against time to return to Pandora and save their children before the starships land. What an amazing cover. It's weird to say, but yes, we get Na'vi in space. So it seems that Jake has come up with a plan to ambush the spacecraft as they approach Pandora, while using spacesuits with guns and bow and arrows. It doesn't seem like everything will go according to plan, so they will have to rush back down and save their children. It goes to show us just how big and epic not just this series, but all 4 sequel movies can be. And I can't wait to read this and see Avatar 2. I of course will bring you guys a complete recap of this series as soon as each arrive. Lastly, I will show 2 pieces of concept art for 2 new Na'vi characters. We have a male Na'vi warrior and a new female Na'vi. So that will be it for me. Just wanted to bring you this quick update. Let me know what you all think of this new series down in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more Avatar content, and as always, thank you, and I will catch you all in the next video.